Highland cattle, originating from Scotland, are renowned for their distinctive double coat, featuring a long-haired topcoat and a softer undercoat, providing them with protection against the rugged weather of the Scottish Highlands. Their calves inherit this fluffy appearance, adding to their irresistible charm. Often referred to as the gentle giants of Scotland, Highland cows boast long horns and flowing red locks, making them easily recognizable. Despite their iconic appearance, there's more to these creatures than meets the eye. Remarkably, Highland cows hold the distinction of being the oldest registered breed of cattle globally. Their horns and long, wavy coats come in a variety of colors, including red, ginger, black, dun, yellow, white, gray, tan, silver, and brindle. While they are primarily raised for their meat, which is gaining popularity for its lower cholesterol content compared to other beef varieties, they are also appreciated for their hardiness. These cattle are well equipped to endure the harsh conditions of the Highlands, thanks to their unique double coat. The outer layer consists of oily hair, the longest among all cattle breeds, shielding a downy undercoat beneath. Bulls can weigh up to a hefty 800 kilograms, while cows can reach up to 500 kilograms. Moreover, their milk typically boasts a high butterfat content, further contributing to their multifaceted appeal. Their distinctive long hair serves multiple purposes, keeping them warm in winter, providing protection from brush and undergrowth, and shielding their eyes from flies. This hair contributes to their stunning appearance, a key factor in their popularity. In summer, their hair gets shorter, especially in southern climates. The long hair also means they don't need to store as much waist fat as some other breeds. Despite their long fringe, known as a Dawson, which may have struck their vision, Highland cattle are remarkably adept at finding their way around. Whether they have superior vision or rely on other heightened senses, they manage to navigate effectively. In the 18th century, thousands of Highland cattle roamed the forests and hills of Strathspey. During summer, they were taken to high quarries, with herdsmen staying in temporary buildings called shielings to look after them. Meanwhile, relatives remained at home to gather crops for their winter feed. When the cattle were ready for market, they were driven along mountain roads, with markets in places like Falkirk, Crieff, and Carlisle drawing buyers from England willing to pay good prices for the high-quality Scotch runts, named for the smaller size of Highland cattle. In the early 1800s, one market saw the exchange of £30,000, a considerable sum by today's standards. Highland cattle were so sought after that cattle thieving was common. Farmers could apply for a commission to set up an official watch, paid for by farmers to retrieve stolen stock. Rob Roy McGregor, known for his role as a cattle dealer and drover, operated such a watch. While Highland cows are now predominantly recognized for their distinctive red coats, they were originally mostly black. Legend has it that Queen Victoria expressed a preference for the red-colored cattle during a trip to the Highlands. To please the Queen, selective breeding for the reddish color became more common, leading to the gradual decline of the black color over time. Originally, the breed was classified into two classes, the West Highlands or Kyloe, and the Highlander. The Kyloes, raised on the western islands of Scotland, tended to be smaller and had a higher percentage of black and brindled cattle compared to mainland Highlanders. However, this size difference was likely due to the harsh climate and limited rations on the islands, rather than genetic variation. Today, all members of the breed are simply referred to as Highland cattle. Highland cattle originated in the Highlands and Outer Hebrides Islands of Scotland as early as the 6th century. Nowadays, they can be found not only across Scotland but also in other parts of Europe, Australia, and North and South America. Remarkably, Highland cattle have been spotted foraging as high as 10,000 feet up in the Andes. If you're in Scotland and looking to spot some Highland cows, asking locals for directions to the hairy coos might yield better results. These striking animals can often be seen in fields along roadsides, particularly in places like the Cairngorms National Park or freely roaming the northwest. While Highland cows can be milked on a small scale, they won't produce as much milk as production milk cows. However, one cow can still yield an average of around 2 gallons per day. Their milk boasts an exceptionally high butterfat content, up to 10%, which may appeal to some farmers but could be an acquired taste for others. Additionally, Highland cattle have smaller teats compared to other breeds. Breeding Highland cattle for meat is a common practice among farmers, as their meat is lean yet well-marbled, often considered premium beef. Pure Highland beef comes with a premium price tag due to its fine texture, succulent flavor, and high protein content. Surprisingly, Highland cattle meat has been found to be lower in both fat and cholesterol than chicken, and it is also high in iron. The Queen herself keeps a herd of Highland cattle, rumored to be the only type of beef she will eat, highlighting the breed's prestigious status. Unlike intensive cattle farming, Scotch beef farming prioritizes animal welfare. Highland cattle farming is considered highly environmentally sustainable due to the unsuitability of grazing land for growing alternative foods, as well as the region's low temperatures and high rainfall. Breed standards for Highland cattle are strict, ensuring that the animals are of the highest quality. These standards include judging criteria for the head, neck, back, body, and hair, with features such as natural horns, wide-set eyes, short and straight legs, and wavy hair being desirable. The most noticeable difference between male and female Highland cattle is their horns. Bulls' horns often grow forward or slightly downward with a wider base, while cows' horns face upward and are longer and finer at the tip. Highland cattle are known for their fantastic temperament, with a reputation for being docile and non-aggressive. They are low-stress animals to keep and manage, displaying a great understanding of their social hierarchy within herds and rarely fighting. They also enjoy human company, often seeking affection from walkers. These remarkable animals have been kept as pets and have a long history of living alongside humans. Records of Highland cattle date back to 1200 AD, with archaeological finds indicating their presence as far back as 1200 BC. In the past, Highland cattle would even be brought into homes during winter to provide warmth, a practice that also served as a deterrent against theft.